Antigua Guatemala. Welcome to the Triplers channel. Join us as we set off on a once-in-a-lifetime journey around the world. Over the next 133 days, we will visit 4 continents and make 55 stops across 27 countries. Welcome to the Republic of Guatemala, a country of around 17 million people, with an exceptionally young population where 40% of citizens are under the age of 14. This is a nation shaped by Christianity, yet deeply influenced by the ancient beliefs of the Maya. The official language is Spanish, and the majority of the population consists of mestizos, numerous indigenous Maya groups, as well as people of European and mixed heritage. The capital city, Guatemala City, serves as the country's largest and most important economic hub. Guatemala's economy is driven primarily by agriculture and the export of coffee, bananas, and sugarcane, along with a growing service sector, including tourism. The national currency is the Quetzal, named after the vibrant Quetzal bird, a revered national symbol deeply rooted in Maya culture. Quetzal is not only the currency and national bird of Guatemala, but also the name of the port where we woke up early in the morning. After stepping off the ship, Puerto Quetzal greeted us with a clean, beautiful terminal, where souvenir sellers were friendly and never pushy. The items they offered were crafted with precision, beautifully decorated, the kind of souvenirs you genuinely want to buy. You can also find jade products here, which makes the shopping even more tempting. Because we had transportation booked to Antigua, we did not have much time in the port. A quick tip: if you are traveling from Puerto Quetzal to Antigua, sit on the left side of the bus for the best views. And although the distance is only about 85 kilometers, getting there takes at least 2.5 hours. Keep that in mind, especially if you are traveling with children or need snacks along the way. Antigua was once the capital of Guatemala, but after devastating earthquakes in the 18th century, the city was abandoned. Ironically, that is exactly what allowed Antigua to preserve its colonial charm without modern construction, which is why today it is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city lies in the shadow of 3 powerful volcanoes: Agua, Fuego, and Acatenango. Volcano Fuego is one of the most active volcanoes in the world, constantly sending out ash and glowing lava. One of the biggest surprises, after visiting several Central American countries, was the absence of cables hanging everywhere. If you want to see how one nearly attacked us in Honduras, you will find the link above. Antigua protects its historical appearance. Strictly, the law forbids placing overhead cables in a way that would take away the city's charm. Another magical thing about Antigua is how easily you can shift between completely different worlds. One moment, you are in the middle of a noisy street, packed with people, cars, and scooters, and then you step through the nearest gate and suddenly, silence. Peace, smiles. Each courtyard welcomes you into a new reality. Guatemala is famous for its outstanding coffee and cacao, so we decided to lose ourselves in one of those courtyards and taste both. Since English is not widely spoken in Antigua, and our Spanish is still at the few words level, I decided to simply observe the locals and learn from them. The first thing that might surprise you: no one is in a hurry. Waiting 20 minutes for a coffee is completely normal. So if you are used to the speed of chain cafes, take a deep breath, relax, and look around. Even though everything takes time here, you can clearly see how much heart and care they put into every detail. The courtyards are clean, beautifully maintained, and even old objects that we might consider junk are turned into small works of art. And the coffee? Freshly ground, perfectly steamed milk, beautifully served and delivered with a warm smile. You definitely will not regret skipping Starbucks. Just like in many other Central American countries, scooters are the most popular way of getting around, often used by entire families. With average monthly salaries ranging between $480 and $650 US, owning a scooter is simply much more affordable than buying a car. In one of the gateways, our attention was caught by a small stand selling magnets, so we decided to buy souvenirs away from the most touristy areas. Bargaining is part of the experience here. Instead of paying $8 for a single magnet, we paid $10 for 2. The lady was happy, and we did not overpay quite as much. At the heart of the city since the 17th century lies the Central Park of Antigua Guatemala, where the main focal point is the Fountain of the Sirens, inspired by Maya legends of water spirits, decorated with beautifully sculpted sirens. The square is surrounded by incredible buildings, and it is hard to decide where to look first. One of them is the San Jose Cathedral, which was actually built twice. The first version, completed in the 16th century, was almost completely destroyed by a series of powerful earthquakes. The dramatic ruins you see today are the result of the massive earthquake of 1773. Although they look like a perfect movie set, these ruins also symbolize resilience because part of the cathedral is still used for religious services. The park is full of life. Musicians, local vendors, families, and travelers all cross paths here. We decided to try some nuts, and here is a quick tip: if you do not want to overpay, exchange your dollars for quetzals and negotiate before you pick anything up. If you only have dollars, you can simply offer your own price. Moving on, you will notice a building older than the United States, the Palacio del Ayuntamiento. Built in the 16th century, it served as the town hall and the administrative center of the Spanish colony. Its double row of arches makes it one of the most recognizable buildings in Antigua, a perfect example of Guatemalan Baroque. Just a short walk from the square is a real treat for jade lovers. Casa del Jade, where you can see master craftsmen at work and of course pick up a unique souvenir. My excitement grew as we approached the most iconic landmark. Antigua is famous for the Santa Catalina Arch. Built in the year 1694, it allowed the nuns of the Santa Catalina convent to cross above the street without appearing in public. Its shape, warm color, and dramatic location, framed by the Agua Volcano, quickly turned the Arco de Santa Catalina into the most photographed spot in the city. It has also become a symbol of Antigua's resilience despite numerous earthquakes over the centuries. The arch has remained standing. The soft yellow tone reflects the classic colonial color palette, while the distinctive clock was added later, in the 19th century. Be careful when filming or taking photos beneath the arch. The area is always crowded, and traffic still passes underneath. Just a few minutes walk from the Santa Catalina Arch stands La Merced Church, famous for its richly decorated yellow and white facade in the Guatemalan Baroque style, filled with sculptures, columns, and intricate ornaments. Completed in the year 1767, the church was designed with exceptionally thick walls, allowing it to survive many devastating earthquakes that destroyed other temples across the city. To this day, it remains an active church and an important place of worship for the local community. It is worth stopping here for a moment and taking a closer look at the details of the facade. Each element is a small work of art on its own together, creating an image that stays with you long after you leave. Around the church, you can take souvenir photos with local signs, relax in the nearby park, browse Spanish language books, or pick up traditional Guatemalan souvenirs. Walking through the picturesque streets of Antigua makes us wish we had stayed longer. If you have the chance, give yourself at least a few days to explore the city at a relaxed pace. It truly deserves it. We continued on to the ruins of the Cathedral de Santiago, whose origins date back to the year 1545. It was meant to symbolize the power of the church and the Spanish crown in the New World. The original structure was redesigned and reinforced over time, yet it still suffered severe damage during the so-called Santa Marta earthquakes in 1773. With little time left before our bus departure, we decided to grab something to eat and looked for a restaurant with a rooftop view. It turned out to be a great decision because, as charming as Antigua is, it is also lively and noisy. This is not an open-air museum created for tourists, but a small town full of real life. The place we chose is linked in the description. After climbing up to the second floor, the view completely took our breath away. Sitting above the city, we could watch the busy streets below and see volcanic ash rising in the distance, all while enjoying a rare moment of calm. Well, almost calm. In reality, we were probably the loudest ones on the rooftop, trying to capture as much footage as possible with very limited time. The taste of an espresso tonic with this view is something we will remember for the rest of our lives. We quickly finished our meals and headed straight back to the bus. One more thing worth mentioning in Central America: time flows differently. Always leave yourself a time buffer so waiting for your order does not turn into frustration. Antigua is an absolutely magical place and has easily made it into my personal top 10 destinations I would love to return to for a longer stay. Guatemala, like every country, has its challenges, but you can clearly see how the hard work and attention to detail of its people are changing the country for the better. I have no doubt that this country is on its path to success. We wholeheartedly recommend visiting Guatemala, and for now, we are sailing on toward Mexican Puerto Vallarta.
Pellers, like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to support us and see more quick travel reviews.